So I'm George. I'm with Elegant Ice Creations. Like I said, we did most of the all the sculpture you saw down there, but I have hearted pretty much all of them. Anyone want to guess how much this block weighs? Not quite. Only about 300. Not 1,000 pounds, although the Bill Harris one down there is probably close to 500 pounds. No, it's maybe more than that because we got an X grade on the bottom. That's 300 pounds on its own. But we make these blocks ourselves. They're done by freezing from the bottom up. That's how we get these clear. Well, normally clear, but still so cold out there, still a little frosty. But even though we do a lot of stuff with machines now, chainsaws are still frequently used, and we still do a lot of hand carving. So let's make a mess. That's one thing I'm good at. So obviously our first step, we do this at the shop because it makes a mess. We put a template on so we know where to cut. I've ended up with a three-legged reindeer forgetting to do a template once. So we do that. We trace out a piece of paper the size of this block, freeze it, trace it in with a bit, and get rid of the paper. Obviously, we don't want paper covering your whole part, so we do that in advance. Next thing I'm going to do is kind of do what we call the punch out. Basically, imagine taking a giant cookie cutter. Jeff just sharpened the saw. It's been a while since I've had a nice sharp saw. Most of the machining stuff, they give me the dull one because all I'm doing is like, oh, this didn't quite cut out right. Let's just hit a quick bit and put it away. Chainsaw's great for these nice straight edges. Well, these curves. Really hard to kind of, well, you can bend the chainsaw, but that doesn't go well. I watched Kenny Crumpton do that to one of my saws about 10 years ago. He's learned a lot more. Jeff has made sure, Jeff will be carving later today. He made sure to teach him. But the first time he did it was one of my students' saws when I was in school, and he tried to twist that, and I don't think that bar ever worked right again. But now what we do is we have this really evil looking bit. Cyclone bit, we call it. So this is basically like a high-powered Dremel. And it allows me to make nice curves in the ice.
You have to go get her. You just. Nope, I'm gonna stand right here and watch. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll go with you. Go ahead. Now you can go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. You can do it.
Little kid,
No, get a smaller one. What am I gonna do with it?
what am I doing? Yeah?
Now, this is always the part I hate. I hate getting this part out.
Challenging.
Oh, you can tell. Oh, okay. Here, I'm gonna put it right here. Here. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
So as you can see, I now have a nice silhouette of a snowman. I'll see y'all in an hour now. In the shop, we're kind of spoiled because we work at room temperature, believe it or not. So all this melts away, and I have to sit there and go, where'd my sculpture go? Plus I can turn, grab a hose and go, oh, let's just spray that off. do so. And yeah, they're made specifically to us for lending over at full service. For like 3 weeks straight in our shop every day with a new prototype until we got the way we wanted. So now that I have this silhouette, the next step, that's our lights. Oh. Our next step is to do what we call bulking in or putting back layers. So I have all these lines that you see on here. Now I'm going to use this to put them into the depth that they need to be. So when I grab the chainsaw, I can just come right back to it. In here. I usually have to go think of once and go, that's not quite where I wanted it. My boss with 30 years experience and 2 Olympic medals is just like, what? Oh, yep, that looks good, that's perfect. First try, I was only half looking. Nice thing about the Snowman having the first demo is I get to use it. Not my favorite one, that's Yoda, but I did that last year and I couldn't do it 2 years in a row. I give it so much fun to do. Now we go back to the chainsaw. Yelling. Well, I should eat chili. I'm a big chili fan. Yeah, I can stop by. You're right by. Oh, you're over the church, right? Yeah, I can stop by.
Well, he was talking like 4 walls. It's probably back.
Yeah, I can't turn down chili. I'm trying to be good. Like, well, yeah, no, it's chili. All right. So, most jobs you're told not to cut corners. That's the whole point of ice carving, you cut it in corners. Because obviously you have to take something square and make it round. So by cutting your corner, now you have 2 more, and each time you do it, think you got square. The square becomes an octagon, and I don't know what they call them at 16 sides, but the more you do it, the more round it gets. So when I switch to the tool for rounding, it's a lot easier.
Big piece.
Anyone need a hand? Yeah, be careful. I have broken bones ice carving. It was my own fault. We had safety barriers up, but I'm like, I'm an employee, I can walk through there. I was carrying an ice block, I slipped, I fell, I shattered 3 fingers. There's a reason that there were safety barriers. That was purely my fault. That was not the company, that was not that was once again the rock hall, and I don't think the lady in charge there has ever forgiven me for that. Starting to take shape. People with bad jokes and movie references. Anyone remember the Nicolas Cage, John Travolta movie Face Off? There we go. Sorry, I couldn't help it. There's one thing I'm good at, it's terrible jokes and movie references. Alright, we're starting to get right where I want them. They did. Usually you put a candy cane in his hand, but I think they forgot to pack it. Now it's time to truly make him round. For that, I'm going to use what is legitimately our most dangerous bit. More people everyone thinks that saw is the most dangerous. No, it's this thing I'm about to use. Okay, it's not quite that dangerous, but a lot of carvers use cloth gloves. And of course, cloth gloves will start to fray, and they'll get their hands pulled up into this. And it doesn't stop. So this is actually what catches them. So once it starts spinning, you forget that these little burrs are on there. So you'll notice I don't do much to the back side. Ice is clear. So whatever I do back here is going to show through, and that doesn't always look the best because it is a lens. So if I'm looking back here, that looks perfect. Like if I'm doing, say a fish leg, put the eye on each side, it may look perfect from each side, but when you look through it, the other eye looks weird because it either gets enlarged or shrunk depending on where the ice is. You're like, what is going on over there? So a lot of times we don't do the back just because it messes with the illusion. Unlike, say, a marble or wood sculpture, we don't have light and shadow. Well, we have light, but we don't have shadow to work with. So we have to take that lens effect into account. Now I got pretty much to round. My next step is to sand him and get rid of most of my tool marks. I don't have to worry about all of them because at the end we light them on fire. That really gets rid of tool marks.
Oh yeah.
But that's also how we make them crystal clear.
Are you, do you freeze boil, like you boil the water first?
No. So the process is we have tanks that make 2 blocks at a time. We line them with plastic and it has a cold plate on the bottom. And it has like an aquarium pump on the top. So it creates a flow like a river would have, which separates out all the air and minerals that freezes from the bottom up. You can kind of do that at home. If you have a small cooler, put that in your freezer and pure water will freeze first. So it'll start pushing a lot of that down, and give it a day or so. You go in there, as long as it's not completely frozen, you should be able to take a section like this and perfectly clear blood drinks. They're a whole special way to put stuff on. I'm not much. I need my friend Joe for that. He's the big hockey fan. I just know this. And I can carve fruits and vegetables. That's all I can carve. Those are fun too. Halloween, everyone else is doing jack-o'-lanterns, and I'm sculpting the pumpkin instead. on the time of year or location. At room temperature with details, 6 hours. With weather like this, indefinite. As long as it gets below 20 degrees or no sunlight. Because once again, that whole, this being the lens, even if it's below freezing, the sun bounces around inside. It's like taking a magnifying glass to an amp. So it'll start cracking from the inside out. So a lot of people are visiting, oh, well, it's 30 degrees, my sculpture should last. Nope, you're not protected from the sun.
Like when it's 10 degrees outside, but it's sunny.
Yep.
You get inside your car and it's all nice and warm.
Yep. Yeah, exact same thing. Now that temperature, at like once you get below 20, the ice can stay cold enough to compensate. But up, 20 to 32, you're still at danger. Today we got for the ice perfect weather, except for the wind that keeps kicking. But for obviously the crowds, it's not as great. People want. They love going out when it's 60 degrees in their sculptures, but they're like, what happened to all the sculptures?
Yeah, exactly.
Medina last year, we lost most of them the first day because it was so warm. So it's a trade-off. Ice festivals are very finicky. You really have to get it in that about 20 to 25 range to really hit the optimal sculpture capacity and the crowd being. So a friend of mine, Mike, if you're watching, he did this once, and somehow he ended up with a combination of lobster claw Lego man hand here. I'm just dude. Gently doing this so I have room to put lights and stuff on. I just want to create the illusion around this. I'll still give me a nice flat spot. Give him a face. I'm actually from Barberton. Our shop's in Cleveland. We go all over Northeast Ohio. My boss goes all over the world. He was just in Spain recently. He's Carbon China. He's been out there. Pretty much everything I do. Every state in South Dakota. And I said, well, why have you been there? It's like, what's there to go for? So yeah, we did travel around the state, but I don't get to go much outside because a lot of this stuff being machine, all the windows, color, technically everything down there went through my machine at some point. Because pouring like color in, it has to be perfect. You can't do that while you do it by hand. So, I, for the longest time, was the only person that knew how to do it. So yeah, we pre-car. So everything else has to be done by hand, but it's enough to get all the precision. I think the only thing that's fully off my machine over there is yeah. Occasionally I do stuff like I did Santa Claus, Vader, inside the ice. That's all. I signed it up in a CAD program. The problem is that takes like 9 hours for the machine to do. We can carve a regular 3D one like this. Half an hour was really. So, Eric's gone there, I think Jeff has, Ken has. So yeah, a lot of people from our company have gone. They do that. They've done Yellowknife quite a bit. Like I said, it's hard. They've been everywhere.
We got lucky this year.
I keep it kind of simple. I don't have a large room. You know, when we do Olaf, we get real fancy, but he has a huge face. We even we color ice with finger paint. So we pour it into the vat as we're making it, turn the block orange, and we'll make an orange nose for him. from this side, hits over here, and he catches me again. Yeah, it's not as much as I'd like. Not too. That's why all of our sculptures are on the ground this time. We have to be out. Well, up on pedestals, they're giant sails. Yeah, the last thing we need is that falling on someone.
How did you get that 300-pound device up on the block there?
So you see that blue lift there? It has a crank on the back. That can do up to 600, well, it says 1,000 pounds. We try not to go over 600.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just twist the crank and braces it up. Yep. It's great because, you know, when we're at a, say, wedding requested, because it's on 4 rollers, we crank it up so it's over the table. We can push it over the table to the drip pan, slide it right in. Yeah, I'm one of the young ones at 40, well, 41 almost 40. And being the young one, I got that back home. The rest of the people are like, yeah, no, we're not lifting this anymore. You got a couple of new guys like, oh, I can just pick us like, yeah, you're going to do that for one season. Next season, looking for that every turn. All right. Let's clean. So I'm about to light him on fire, which is most people's favorite part. I might sand this back. But I have to get a lot of this excess snow off, or else it'll just freeze on. So, obviously, I'm not going to sit there and just melt him away. A friend of mine wants to use the Ice Sculptor. She was a little pirate, and she did a swan. It ended up a wingless swan when she was done because she didn't have too much fun with the torch. Desiree, stop. Wing falls off. Like, that wasn't even a fusion. That was sitting there. Yeah, that was part of the block. You really have to work to jump that on. Temperature, we literally just take a hose. Amateurs! I don't know why I got zip ties. That's what I'm going to create here. So, preview, that's what we're going to big one. See, that's just a little bit funny. call protection, so I'm only using for cleaning. So you're doing a dog. This tiny teeth just create a nice. Yeah, it looks like a dog or a bear. So yeah, barely. That's a girl. Make it look like you stand your own on it. Now, the other nice thing about this, doing this trick, is I don't have to be as gentle moving. Oh, I moved up, moved down too hard and cracked the bottom. Sees it. And it's a legitimate reason we do that, because there's times like when we're setting up and, you know, even though that'll go over a table, they'll still put it so far away, there's no easy way to do it. What is that?